38 euros, nous le disons pas encore.
Galloway. Got it, Skip. Yeah, I'll bring him. He's my partner, after all.
What have we got?
New case. White female dumped in plain sight in the grass at the end of Hill Street. Hacks are all over it. Captain's trying to fend them off.
That sounds awfully similar.
The first rule of police work is make no assumptions until you've seen the evidence. Skipper wants you to have your newspaper. I think I know the place where they found the lady. It overlooks Sunset Boulevard. Let's go.
Let's go, il faut courir, let's go. Oh, regarde, je cours moi. On va pas prendre cette voiture, on va prendre celle-là parce qu'elle est un peu plus puissante.
You did a decent job in the Henry case, Phelps. Not bad for your first time at bat.
Thanks, Rusty.
But don't go getting ahead of yourself. That's one clearance under your belt. Now it's a new day with a new dead lady that needs our attention.
And no assumptions until we see the evidence, right?
Right. See, I knew you were a fast learner, Phelps.
You know how...
You might get along after all.
C'est où? C'est par là-haut. Hop là. Et c'est par là-haut, putain. Grave. Il faut... On l'enlève, ça lève.
Now boys, you know as much as I do. I'll be holding a press conference once the autopsy's been completed. I have two of my finest investigators on the case, fresh from bringing down the sword of justice on the crazed sex...
Captain, aren't there similarities between this murder and the murder of Celine Henry? And of Elizabeth Short, for that
matter. So you don't believe there's a crazed sex killer at large preying on women?
Boys, be sensible. We have the greatest police force in all the world, with the greatest scientific investigators at our disposal. How can any killer continue to beat that? Be advised. We keep the gas chamber at San Quentin primed for the sons of Cain who continue to believe they can take a life out of the city of angels.
Yeah, right. Any new leads in the Dahlia case?
Run along, boys, and let these officers get to work. We have God's work to do here, and it can't be delayed.
What do we have, Captain?
Another woman sacrificed. Speak to Carruthers. I want daily reports, gentlemen.
Detective, I was first on scene.
What's your beef with this guy, Phelps?
You all seem to be standing...
Bon, pardon, merci. Super, il est où le cadavre? Ah, ça a l'air d'être là. Enfin, j'ai trouvé. Encore une femme à poil? Non mais...
Well, we have a name. Can you run Deirdre Muller by R&I?
Back in a second.
If the motive was robbery, why not take the money?
Rien d'autre. Détraste pas.
The stomping angle in the Henry case, was it reported in the press?
Sure was. Every detail a copycat would want was there in the story.
Bon, vous êtes prêts à voir l'horreur, mes amis? C'est parti. Hein.
Look at your
Allez,
marking.
qui est tombé.
Distinctive.
Soit.
I'll do some comparisons back at the lab and get back to you.
Looks like she was tied up.
It does at first, but that would leave a mark on her other wrist, too. I think her watch might have been torn off.
Ok. Et là.
What's this mark? Cut on the finger.
Fourth finger, left hand, a wedding or engagement ring, violently removed.
Detective.
Similar remote.
For what? The Dahlia? I don't think so.
Celine Henry.
That's a closed case. This is probably another sad sack who lost his temper with a broad who wouldn't put out.
Are you a suspect, Rusty?
Watch your mouth, Phelps. All I'm saying is we got enough to do without reopening closed cases.
Talk me through it, Mel.
Severely battered, on display. Footprints would indicate that she has been stomped. Size of the footprints would seem to indicate a smallish men's shoe. What size shoe did Mendez wear?
You finished?
No, I'm not. At a glance, I would say strangulation is the cause of death. I'll need to do further tests for semen.
Angry boyfriend. If they were married, they'd be at home. Not humping out here in Lover's Lane.
Detective. R&I says that Deirdre Mahler of 130 North Bonnie Bray was reported missing this morning by her husband, Hugo Mahler.
I tell you. Grab the husband, take him downtown, and work him over. And have this wrapped up by lunchtime.
What about not making assumptions and going on the evidence?
There still might be some playing the boyfriend, Andrew.
I thought we were on our way to lock up the husband.
If he doesn't work out, that is.
Deirdre Muller has suffered enough. More than enough. You shouldn't make disparaging comments about her without even the slightest inkling of what she was like.
She was a woman, wasn't she? Well, around about my third divorce, I realized women might not be the pure angels we imagine. You're married, ain't you, Phelps?
Don't make any insinuations about my wife.
Hey, she's a woman.
She's the mother of my children.
You're a father, Cole? But don't tell me your eye don't bend.
This conversation is over.
All units, officer needs help. 211 and shots fired. 391 Broadway, Mallory's Cafe. 391 Broadway. Unit to handle code 3. Identify.
pivoter sur la gauche.
Phelps and Galloway, LAPD. Is your father home?
He'll be home soon. He's been out looking for Mommy.
What's your name, miss?
Michelle Eloise Mahler?
Can we come in?
I suppose so.
Thank you. Could you have a seat for me, Michelle? We're going to have a look around.
Is this about Mommy? Daddy is trying to find her. Please tell me she's okay.
I'm sorry to have to tell you this, Michelle, but your mother is dead. Do you think you could answer a few questions for us?
Try.
When did you last see your mother?
Yesterday afternoon. I went to a dance at Belmont High. Mommy was supposed to pick me up, but she didn't show.
So what did you do then?
I was upset. Daddy came instead.
And did he come and get you?
Of course. Some boys offered me a ride home, but that's not the right thing to do.
So you were hanging around the school for quite a while. What happened with your father?
I don't know. I called and finally he answered. He came straight away then.
Some of your mother's jewelry was missing. Can you describe her things?
A ring, a watch. I never paid much attention to that stuff.
You seem reluctant to talk about her jewelry.
Donc c'est pour la croix, c'est pour carré, tout ça, mais alors c'est quoi?
She wasted too much money on her appearance.
Your mom and dad are happily married?
What are you saying? Of course they are.
Your mom and dad never got angry with each other? They were happy?
Well, not like the movies. Not like you read about in books.
They weren't happy, were they, Michelle? Did your father ever hit your mother?
Just the once. She said she would leave him if he ever did it again. He bought her a brooch pin to make up for it. And he always wore her golden butterfly.
I know this is a tough time for you, Michelle, but you should really try and help the police.
Hey! What kid?
Daddy, the police
Go to your
are
room,
here.
Michelle. I'll talk to the police.
Daddy, Mommy is gone.
Go to your room, young lady. She's not even out of school. You can't come in here interrogating her like she's
Your
some
wife
kind
was
of...
found murdered this morning.
Found? What the... But she only...
We have some questions that we would like to ask you.
Sure, yeah. Yeah, I'll do my best.
What size shoe do you wear, Mr. Mueller?
Why do you ask?
It's routine, sir. Simple process of elimination.
9s, I think.
You always wear size 9s?
Sometimes 10s. Depends on the brand. Foreign shoes have different sizes.
So you were here all night? You stayed in while your wife went out to pick up your daughter?
Yes, that's correct.
You didn't go anywhere?
No, I was here the whole time.
You phoned in a missing persons report this morning?
Yeah, that's right. My wife didn't come home last night. She left around 9:30. Michelle was at a dance. She called me to let me know that Deidre didn't turn up.
Did your wife ever go out by herself? To bars, nightclubs?
No. What are you suggesting? You're suggesting my wife's loose? Now is not the time for you to be pushing me, mister.
Your daughter said you were having an argument.
We argued about who would pick up Michelle. I worked a full day. I wanted to come home, put my feet up.
Your wife went to pick up Michelle?
Yes, that's right.
What happened, Hugo? You got any theories? Because we're starting to like you for this.
The car park by the school is kind of dark. Maybe somebody jumped her there. Did you try the parking lot?
Your wife was beaten and then strangled. In your case, you have no alibi and a history of violence towards your wife.
That's not true, God damn it.
I think you set this up, Hugo. I think you kicked up a fuss about staying home for an alibi. Then you followed your wife and murdered her.
You're out of your mind coming in here, making accusations like that. Come out into the yard and I'll make you take that back, mister.
Ah, ça va.
Getting hostile with us is a very bad idea, Hugo.
I'm no murderer.
Make some arrangements for your daughter, and then present yourself to Central Station for questioning.
You gotta be kidding me, Phelps. Put the
Oh,
cuffs
ça
on.
te met de
This is an outrage. I didn't kill my wife.
Your daughter is in the next room, Muller, so I'm giving you a break. Don't make me change my mind, and don't make me go looking for you.
Should go back in there and bust his ass.
One, we need to break his alibi. Check phone records, canvass the neighbors. Two, we have motive of domestic violence, which probably goes for half the men in L.A. Three, we have no evidence tying him to the crime scene.
Hello? Detective!
Yes, ma'am.
I heard the terrible news over the radio.
And you can help us with our inquiries?
Yes, sir. They had a row last night. I heard Mrs. Muller screaming.
Did you see Mrs. Muller come home late last night at all?
No, not at all. I did see Mr. Muller put something in the incinerator earlier this morning, though.
I told you he was our guy. Now let's get this bum downtown and into his cell.
Look, there he is now.
Step away from the incinerator. Don't let him get away.
Okay, but no shooting. We need this guy to make the case. There he is, officer.
J'en étais sûr qu'il allait me faire un coup foireux celui-là.
This doesn't look good, Hugo.
I can explain the blood.
Get him booked in at Central, officer. Then put him in an interview room. We'll be speaking with him later. And inform the captain.
Yes, sir, Detective.
Is there someone you can call, miss?
I don't know. I was home and
You need somewhere to stay, Michelle. You have other family? Grandparents? Aunts or uncle?
call Aunt Helen, but she lives in Bakersfield and...
Call her. We're gonna get someone down here from Juvenile Hall to talk to in the meantime.
We ought to get some uniforms down here, clean up, take care of the kid.
On va appeler.
Cole Phelps, badge 1247. I need an address on a Belmont High School.
Eh, Nathan, séquence-moi.
Send someone down from Juvenile Hall to look after a young
Séquence-moi à Paris, là.
75 West 2nd Street.
Thanks, ma'am.
Seems like a nice...
Got it, KGPL.
Ouais, là, il faut que je prévoie les places en avance.
I'm
I'm surprised, you know.
Non, surtout
I didn't make the husband.
le train en avant.
Always make the husband, Phelps. 9 times out of 10, it's the closest person to the Vic that does the deed. God knows I wanted to kill some wives in my day.
Lex parsimoniae.
What?
The law of parsimony. Occam's razor. The simplest explanation is most likely the correct one.
You know, you could have said that without getting all liturgical on me.
I'll try to dumb things down from now on.
Appreciate it.
Saturday's spring unveiling, Emmy. It's the first season since Fabergashing's over. We have to go.
I told you I can't Saturday. I'm busy.
Busy where?
Tiens,
You're
c'est lui.
going on another drive with baby Gardner,
C'est lui le
aren't
premier
you?
assassin.
So what if I am?
Go, Phelps. I'll take the car and see if I can cut him off.
Il s'intéresse à un peu de tout.
There he is, officer. That's far enough, freak. You move a muscle and you're a dead man.
Il y a un coup de droite et un.
11K, go ahead.
11K, you see the janitor? A green 1946 coupe registered to a Mrs. Hugo Moeller has been found in the parking lot adjoining the Belmont High School and playing fields. 11K, code 2.
What's your name?
Who's asking?
We can do this the easy way or the hard way.
Name's Eli Rooney.
You've been in trouble with the law before, Eli?
Some.
What are you doing around here?
I like to keep an eye on the children.
Strictly paternal, is it, Eli?
Don't sass me, boy.
A woman was abducted here last night, Eli, and murdered.
And I would love to make you for that, you low-key motherfucker.
Well, I wouldn't know nothing about that. A woman, you say? I like a little younger than that.
Turn out your pockets, Eli.
Now, why would I do that?
Because I'm about to break your fucking skull, Eli.
You're under arrest, Eli. You're in very deep trouble. Get some backup down here, Rusty. We need to get this one downtown and into a cell.
Allez hop, arrêtez. Bon, c'est pas de question, je vais arrêter tout de suite.
What time did you see the person park the car?
Late last night, after school social, maybe 1 a.m. I've been keeping a good eye out lately. We've had problems with the child molester.
Eli Rooney. We've met him.
Filthy son of a bitch. He was here yesterday before the dance.
Was it him you saw park the car?
I don't know, sir. I'd like to say yes, but the truth is it was pretty dark.
Would you say Rooney is violent?
Yes, sir, I would say so, yes.
Thanks for your help.
Aha!
Blood and skin samples. We better get Ray Pinker out here. The overalls are stenciled HM. Muller is a mechanic. I wonder what Eli does for a living.
It's from a Chrysler. Could be important.
Elle est où la voiture déjà? Oui, elle est vers le téléphone là-bas.
Phelps, badge 1247. I need interrogation set up at Central for both suspects being held in the Muller homicide case.
Certainly, Detective. I'll get in touch with the watch commander.
Thanks.
I say we make Rooney for this. I think we should lay it on him. He was near the car, he had her jewelry, the DA will love him for it.
Even if he didn't do it?
Who cares whether he did it? You have kids, Phelps? He needs to be taken permanently out of harm's way.
And we let Muller slide?
For a while. He gets a free pass from me.
I don't know about this. My gut says Muller. We caught him trying to destroy evidence in his backyard, and that was his car with the bloody tools in it.
I never said it wasn't me. No, he probably killed his wife, deprived that poor kid of a mother. But he's not an immediate danger to anyone else. Rooney's a threat to every kid at Belmont.
He's a peeper, Rusty. We can pick him up for something else.
You really want to run that risk?
Phelps, Rusty, thanks for coming.
Can you blood type the shoes that we bagged and see if they're a match?
Sure. It'll all be in the report, but I'm assuming you want the details now?
Please. Cause of death is strangulation?
Correct. Take a look at the samples on the bench.
We've got to nail this guy.
Mon chéri, excuse-moi.
Oui, 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 oui.
Salut, ta mère. Au revoir.
Un peu plus courte, peut-être.
What are the normal uses for that kind of rope?
On boats, mooring lines.
Correct. Although Ray says that they're sometimes used as bell ropes in churches.
So are we looking for a sailor or a minister?
Well, in my experience, sailors seem to have the greater libido.
No. Mrs. Muller criminally attacked?
No external or internal traces of semen.
Thanks, ma'am. Anything else comes up, you let us know.
Je suis vraiment désolée, je te fais énerver pour rien. Hein?
Oui, bon, j'ai compris.
Tu as vidé ton sac là-bas ou non?
Non.
Tu as vidé le sac?
Non.
Not exactly the happiest of places, the coroner's office.
Carruthers is a good man, professional, diligent. If you're working with a pro, it's easy to overlook the grim realities of a place like that.
Funny job, that, the coroner's.
How so?
You don't want them enjoying their work too much. The wrong kind of man can get awfully lonely rattling around a joint full of corpses.
Rusty, that's like something out of the pulps.
You've been reading the same ones as me?
I thought you were usually too drunk to get through a magazine.
You know, if I close one eye and squint... You better not go soft on me in here, Phelps.
We'll work the evidence, Rusty. Let him do it. Are they ready?
Bowler's in 2 and the pervert's in 1. Get in there and get a conviction.
Captain, we were on our way to interview Eli Rooney.
Yes, folks, I know. This particular theme is an old acquaintance. I have tried to reaffirm his belief in the wrathful and terrible God. Whichever way it goes, I'll be deemed the worst person.
You look like you've had it rough.
See me asking for your sympathy, boy?
You down on your luck, Eli?
I have worse. My family ate roadkill during the Dust Bowl.
But you have a job. A parolee has to have a job, correct?
I have me a job down in San Pedro. I'm looking for something new.
You better not be lying to me, Eli. If I send an officer down there to find out and it turns out you wasted his time...
Hell, I ain't lying. That ain't worth lying.
Oh.
You looking for some wisdom in that book of yours?
Il y a eu un blême sur Amazon, toi.
You ever tie up any of your victims, Eli?
L'adresse que t'as mis, c'est
It's
toujours
not a
celle dans
nice
ta main,
thing to
c'est
go
pas
call
celle de chez
them.
moi.
Mais alors?
What would you call them?
Que ça vient chez
I
moi.
can't say.
Non, c'est moi. C'est ma
I
mère.
learned a long time ago not to go talk about the things I like.
Non, c'est pas la peine.
Talking about it just seems to get people's damn.
Answer the goddamn question, Rooney, before I brain you.
See what I mean?
Pas de modification.
Mais comment ça se fait que t'arriverais à
You
voir
have
ça
any
dont on fait
preference
plus,
regarding
toi?
rope, Eli?
Comment ça?
Sur le... Non, c'est pas sur le fait sur Amazon.
That's not what you mean, is it?
Eh ben, c'est marqué Giroud, mais je pensais qu'on avait changé l'adresse, c'est pour ça.
Non mais t'as pas allé sur mon compte à moi.
Creature of habit. You just get out of jail and you're back to your old
Non,
ways.
t'as pas
You
allé.
use a specific type of rope.
That may be the case. But you got nothing that says I used a rope to hurt
Parce que moi
that
je vais fouiller ton compte moi aussi.
Non, je fais jamais.
Bah voilà. Bah alors tu fais pas.
D'accord, je le fais plus, c'est bon.
I think you should let me go.
Bah non, alors
Is
fais-le
there some
pas.
money coming my
On se
way for
dit.
finding that butterfly?
Ah, c'est bon, j'arrête. Je te mets la balle, ok?
You killed Mrs. Muller and stole her jewelry.
That ain't so. Ain't done nothing like that.
Come on, Eli. How else are you going to pay for yourself?
Non, je sais pas qui me les a enlevés là. Il faut me les remettre s'il te
It ain't
plaît.
much, but it does pay something.
I don't like you, Eli. I think you're an evil man. I think you try to pass off your pain to other people. I can't make you for this
Bah j'en sais rien.
My
nous.
consolation is that I don't think you will be out of prison for very long.
You can count on it, shitbird. By the way, Eli, the captain in the hat squad would like to talk to you next. Any idea what they might want to talk about? My money, you go Muller for the #1 suspect. The evidence is solid. I think it's time we hit him.
Ah, c'est là. Pas dans la merde.
Here's where we stand, Hugo. Your next-door neighbor heard screaming coming from your house. You were burning your blood-stained shoes. You have no one who can confirm your whereabouts last night. Your daughter says you're a violent man. We have everything we need to send you to death row, and all you have to say for yourself is, I didn't do it.
I swear I didn't kill her. Give me that lie test. I can prove it.
Why did you burn your shoes, Hugo?
Because I knew you'd never believe me.
You're full of shit, Hugo. You want us to feel sorry for you? We feel sorry for
Je
your
sais pas où elle est
wife.
là-dessus, c'est
The
moi.
blood
Elle est
came from the
montée,
wound
mais-
in your wife's
Ils
head.
avaient mis les doigts dedans. Hein.
Why would I lie? You can check at the workshop. You don't want to catch the real guy. You just want to blame me.
Je le cherche, t'inquiète pas.
You know anything about ropes, Hugo?
As much as the next man.
Non, passons la PS4.
I was a scout. I learned some more in the army.
Ouais.
You learned to strangle with the rope in the army?
Oui, oui, je
With
sais.
rope, with my bare hands, but mainly with wire. I learned a lot of things in the army, but I still didn't kill my wife.
For argument's sake, what type of rope would you use?
If I had to, I would use a triple braid. Less flex, easier to control.
De toute façon, t'as pas le remettre, faut le jeter.
Bah non,
We found your wife's
au boulot.
car. Someone parked it at the school late last night. Do you have anything to say about that?
It wasn't me.
Je sais, mais où es-tu?
Where do you keep your work clothes?
I keep them at work in my locker.
Bien. Je peux pas mettre son semestre à te bousiller les pieds.
What color are your overalls?
Green. We all wear green. It's a company policy.
Your wife was beaten with a tire iron, Hugo. An appropriate choice of tool for a mechanic.
I know nothing about any tire iron.
You're gonna die for this, Mueller. Better give me something if I'm gonna believe your story.
My conscience is clear. You can't badger me into admitting anything.
We're letting you go for now, Mueller. Go home and see your daughter, and work on your story. It's got more holes than a batting cage.
That's the guy. Detective. That's him. That's the guy who parked the car. I'm sure of it. Hey, he's getting away.
Je savais qu'il mentait.
That's not true. I can't go to jail.
Je le savais, je le sentais à tous les coups. Qu'il mentait, Hugo. Dans le jeu.
Phelps, you gotta get me closer. Keep it steady and I'll try to bust his tires.
Mais tu croyais qu'il m'avait quoi?
Hit it. Clean this asshole off the road. Keep it on the road, goddammit!
Tram!
Deus Ex Machina. We got lucky.
You and your goddamn Latin, Phelps.
Show me your hands!
Je la mets en bas.
Ouais.
Y'a rien d'autre à descendre?
Non.
La bouteille?
Non.
Le roast beef, je le mets au frigo.
De quoi?
J'ai ramené la viande, je vais venir manger ça tout de suite. Je mets au frigo.
Ouais.
say I'm disappointed. I stood in front of a troop of reporters and made promises. Promises of swift and fearful retribution, and you bring me an armful of vagary and happenstance. You made the department look bad, lad. Do it again and your career as a policeman will come to an abrupt and ignominious end. You two are back on the streets. Find street criminals, roust them, beat them, and restore some fervor to your police work. Your next case will come and will revive my faith in your abilities. Now get out of here!
Non seulement j'ai arrêté l'assassin, non seulement il m'engueule le mec, bah putain.
C'est trop grand. J'ai acheté Hello Kitty à la place. Tu l'avais donné à quelqu'un?
De quoi?
Ou on la revend?
Je vais la revendre. Je vais voir si elle va sur la mienne.
La tienne, non, elle rentre pas.
Non. Apparemment. Ah bah oui, c'est pas fait pour. C'est pour iPhone ça. Tablette téléphone.
On en a deux à la maison, c'est pas moi.
Je l'ai pas là, la tablette. Hein.
Non, elle est à la maison, tu sais, il en a des j'ai pris des notes. Et là, on a dit pour ta mère, elle rentre.
C'est pour ma mère. Mais tu sais que t'as pas pris les bonnes? Bah oui.
C'est des 9-6, c'est des 10, 1 ça.
Allô, c'est iPhone. Hein.
There is no greater shame than being taken prisoner.
Bah ça fait genre tu devras t'attendre. Tu dis allô le bordel là.
See that, boys? He slapped that Jap right upside the head.
It was merely to remind him of his place. His shame was the tone of voice that he used with a superior. I respect the Japanese, Corporal.
Respect, we're here to kill the sons of bitches.
Do you know why we are fighting the Japanese, Private?
With respect, sir, these bastards attacked Pearl Harbor.
And why did they attack Pearl, Private?
Because they hate the US of A and our way of life.
They attacked the US because we cut off their oil. What would we do if another country denied us the gas to run our cars?
Ça j'en sais.
C'est le machin que tu as acheté pour la PS4, elle m'a pas mis encore.
Je sais même pas si ça y est dessus.
Si, c'est marqué PS4.
Ah, Phelps. I was just discussing with Finbar here how well you were doing. Have a seat.
Yeah, my real name. And you can just forget all about it.
You boys have a new case. A poor Hispanic woman murdered near City Hall, left lying naked in an alleyway.
Another naked woman, sir?
Yes. We seem to have had quite a run of them since the Dahlia field first struck.
Phelps is politely trying to hint that he thinks the Mendez case is hopeful.
Well, young Phelps, you win some and you lose some in the police work.
You're happy with the Mueller case, sir?
Over the moon, boys!
Tu vas arriver.
DA couldn't be more pleased with the evidence, the witness.
C'est chaud, je vais la montrer. La mettre là. La mettre là, la boîte en attendant et voilà.
J'ai pas la magie, c'est vide.
Allô,
T'es en train de filmer, désolé.
attends. C'est pas fini.
You have the address?
C'est la noire?
The alley off the lease over between Los Angeles and Alameda.
You're kidding. The next one will be opposite Central Station.
Count yourself lucky, Phelps. Most guys would kill to land a case so close to their desk.
Yeah, it means they can pop in to hit the office supply of hooch whenever they need it.
You know, that ain't a bad idea. That is not a bad idea at all, Phelps.
Encore plus de costaud quand même, mais ça c'est une voiture. Tu payes quoi, 40 000? Bah oui.
C'était charbonnement télé comme de manette, tu les laisses là-haut.
Detectives, they're ready to start the show. I'll take you through.
Laisse-le. Allez, encore un cadavre en plus. Allez, c'est parti. Encore une femme.
Oh, for Christ's sake.
Brothers, Pinker.
Cause of death is pretty apparent. We thought we'd best wait for you. When you're
Cette
ready.
fois-ci, ça va être qui Merde.
J'ai un micro câble.
Non, non, laisse.
Only 21 years old. But why the library card? Did he want us to find it?
Tu vas mettre des semelles Adidas dedans à la place.
Oui, c'est ça.
Lacerations on the neck would indicate a great deal of force.
Non, on est, ça passera pas. Et celle que vous avez fait avec Fabrice, avec Fabrice a raconté des conneries et tout, ça passera pas. Hein. Avec celle que tu l'as fait. Hein. Moi, quand on fait quelque chose, ça passe pas. Hein.
Another wedding ring torn from the finger.
On a beaucoup coupé.
Skin under the fingernails.
Oh, que des charcuteries d'enfer. Oh la vache, quelle charcuterie.
Kiss the blood, BD. The evidence in the Mueller case was solid. I'm not convinced about Mendez.
Best way to get away with murder is to pin it on somebody else. I'll bet a month's salary this is a copy.
Strangled, battered,
Yeah, we know the MO. So does every jerk who kills his wife and girlfriend looking for a way out. I've spoken to Brown. He still believes the Dahlia perp has medical experience.
4 women, all murdered, all put on display, all with messages.
Mueller had no message. Look, Phelps, this is getting us nowhere.
Anything for us to go on, Mel?
Head injuries from contact with the road, bruising from a small man's shoe, further blunt force trauma to the occipital region at the base of the skull. Could have been fatal, but clear signs of strangulation would seem to rule it out.
Lipstick appears to be a similar color to the other cases. I'll see if I can nail down a brand.
Quoi?
Je te fais le roast beef quand t'as le temps.
J'ai le temps.
If she took a blow to the head like the others, she was probably unconscious when strangled.
Find anything?
Bien passé ton week-end?
Antonia. Oh, same as the library card.
Comme ça, probablement. J'ai réservé au relais des motards. Hein? Allô?
Quoi?
J'ai réservé au relais des motards.
Ouais, c'est bien.
Pourquoi tu me dis ça?
Bah, tu veux que je te dise quoi d'autre?
Pour la Saint-Valentin.
Ouais.
May as well follow the trail.
Parce qu'il a ramassé ses collègues là-bas. Pousse-toi là.
Je t'ai envoyé un message tout à l'heure pour dire que j'attendais le...
Ouais.
T'as entendu?
Mmh.
Mais du milieu du temps, arrivé le week-end.
Mmh.
We kept the area pristine for you boys. Let's check it out.
Des trucs à moustiques.
House keys, strung up like bait on a hook.
La PS3?
Ouais. Pourquoi?
Non, mais comme ça, je te demande. C'est
Oui.
interdit?
Je l'ai acheté là-bas.
C'est interdit?
Non.
It's got to be a code or a cipher.
Je t'entends un peu.
You think he's trying to lead us somewhere? Where are
Ça
you
veut
taking
dire en
us?
gros qu'il y a un truc là-haut.
Empty. Where is all of this meant to be taking us? Clearly wants us to find these things. He's left them for us.
Ce sont aussi des traces de sang.
Or he might just be getting more confident. Enameled and gold-plated. This was precious to her. Trail points
Comment
up.
tu peux ranger ta chambre? Réfléchis comment tu peux ranger ta chambre. Ça, on peut le mettre où, celui-là, là?
De quoi?
Le truc rouge
Quel truc rouge?
qui est derrière, à côté de ton bureau.
Pulled from the finger and hung up here.
Quel truc rouge?
What's the significance?
Oh, de ceux-là, toi.
La poubelle, je sais pas si elle rentre dessous.
Quoi?
Ça rentre pas dessus.
Bon.
Son of a bitch wants her identified. Mrs. Antonia Maldonado, 712 North Hill Street, downtown.
Mettre dans l'armoire, ça. Celui-là, tu le jettes.
Je le jette.
Comme ça, je te mets ça dedans pour demain.
It was Mrs. Maldonado, right?
That's affirmative.
Right, so then there's a husband we should be looking for. Get him, we've closed the case.
Rusty's razor, of course. I don't want to question your tried and tested techniques, Detective Galloway. But doesn't the DA require sound casework before he'll close the book?
Not if he's got a confession. And, you know, there's ways of getting it.
I'm sure.
Parce qu'au début, il ne croyait pas, Nathan, que je lui fais pécho une meuf pour lui, en fait, au début. Attends, il se rend compte maintenant.
I'm sorry. Can I help you?
LAPD, ma'am. Detective Phelps and Galloway. Does Mrs. Maldonado live here?
Eh, Rudy, tu veux un double vitrage ou pas?
Is there a problem?
I'm afraid so, ma'am.
Est-ce que tu veux un double
Mind if we
vitrage
come in?
pour ta
Is there somewhere
tablette?
we can discuss this?
Of course. Follow me through to the parlor.
Sinon, j'ai la coque en rouge si tu veux pour ta tablette. Une grosse, là.
Mrs. Maldonado was found dead this morning.
Dead?
Mais elle est rouge, quoi.
Oh no! She can't be.
I'm afraid she was murdered, ma'am. We
Well,
need to
on
take
va
a
voir.
look at her things.
I can't believe it. A person seems so alive, and then they're gone. Antonia's room is upstairs. Last door on the left.
Thank you. We'll be back shortly.
Hein? Non.
Excuse us a moment, ma'am.
Tu vas me le dans quelque part.
Il y a le seau à granules là-bas.
Ouais. Je n'arrive plus à trouver mes GoPro, tu sais où elles sont passées?
Quoi?
Mes GoPro.
Je sais pas du tout. Tu trouves pas?
Non.
You look at that?
The smashed window explains why the place looks tossed.
You know how I feel about windows,
Je
Ralph.
descends là, ça, rentrer.
Ouais.
Okay, we have an address. The charm bracelet wasn't among the crime scene evidence. We have some questions, ma'am, if you're up to it.
Yes, detective. I'll do my best.
Do you have any idea who might have wanted to hurt Mrs. Maldonado?
That rat of her husband, Angel. She was serving him divorce papers.
If I killed every wife that served me papers, I'd be a mass murderer.
Are you being flippant, young man?
No, ma'am.
What can you tell us about Angel Maldonado?
She married him when she was 17. He was cruel to her, very cruel. She was a good girl, little on the religious side, but a good girl.
What time did Antonia go out yesterday?
She left around 9.
Do you know where she went?
No, I've no idea. She was a good girl, but she didn't confide in me.
Come on, Mrs. Lepenti, you must have some idea.
Maybe a movie? Maybe church. She was a very religious girl.
You've had a break-in?
No! That can't be true.
The window's broken, the room's been tossed. You seem like the type of landlady who notices everything that happens under her roof. What gives?
Oh,
Don't
putain.
take that tone of voice with me,
Retier.
young man.
S'il te plaît.
Antonia and her husband were estranged?
Yes. She moved here after she separated from her husband 2 months ago.
But Antonia still wore a wedding ring?
She wore
Malheur.
the wedding ring and a necklace. She always wore a religious necklace. That's about all of her jewelry.
We didn't find any jewelry upstairs. You haven't pocketed any evidence, have you?
That's outrageous. Are you accusing me of theft?
We're hunting a killer, madam. I would have expected a little more cooperation.
I've said it right from the start. She'd come down hard on the husband. Let's check his place.
Think there's anything to the divorce angle?
I've been through 3. After a while,
Ça c'est compliqué.
But Angel, he's a young Latino man. It would hurt his sense of who he is. He'd see himself as a failure, a woman taking control over his life.
Then she fronts him and he snaps. Works for me. That makes Angel a killer as well as a piece of shit.
Y a pas de souci. À l'open. À l'open. À Marie l'open.
Phelps, this could turn ugly. Forget about knocking. Let's take our boy by surprise.
Hey, what the fuck?
LAPD, motherfucker, you're under arrest. I got 100 pounds of water.
Combat box. Go.
Ah, le bassin de l'arme, tu sais pas la version de l'arme?
Non.
Damn. They got some decent shots in there.
Ça, je mets au sol, mon
Cuff these sons of bitches,
Ça,
Phelps.
c'est du ton chantier?
LAPD, you two are under arrest. Call for some backup,
Je
Finbar.
garderai au souvenir.
De quoi?
Je les garderai au souvenir.
Je le mets dans ton placard?
Ouais.
Alors, elle est où l'autre semelle? Je ne trouve pas l'autre semelle.
Galloway, badge number 564. I need a prowl car at the apartment building 330 North Hill Street. 2 suspects need transporting to Central.
Tu vas la trouver à force à l'autre semaine.
Antonia? Oh God, no!
Where were you last night, Angel?
I was here with my brother the whole night, goddammit!
Quand elle vient, elle dessine.
On va pas tous sur mon bureau quand même.
Je vais arranger après ton bureau.
Ouais.
Les chaussures, je les mets dans mon
Should get the whole place going over and talk to the neighbors.
Elle est où la lumière ici?
And Phelps, I don't care that you just got smacked in the head. You don't call me Finbar.
Alors, t'as reçu ta deuxième partie, mon chéri?
De quoi?
De ton examen de chasse?
Yes.
On va faire pour continuer à réviser la troisième?
Ouais.
Just picked
Pour
fruit
y vivre pendant le
market.
week-end qui arrive, là?
Non, non, c'est que le mois de mars pour moi.
I wonder if Angel gets all his groceries from this place.
Je sais pas ce que c'est ça. Ça, il y a les litres de Batman, ça j'y garde.
Et celui-là de moto?
De moto aussi.
Je les mettrai. Ça, c'est ton truc, là. On va peut-être la trouver. Tiens, faut que je récupère. Tu me l'amènes demain soir à la maison? Hein?
The Eldorado.
Parce que je fais le sac de Léa, là, déjà. Tu sais ce qu'elle a son père au téléphone, tout à l'heure, elle dit,
This will take some explaining.
Mon beau-père, il est plus gentil que toi.
Mon beau-père.
Ouais, il a dit mon beau-père.
Oh.
Je lui ai fait comprendre, c'est Pierre-Yves, pour toi, c'est ton beau-père. Après, je l'ai fait répéter, faut le faire répéter plusieurs fois. Tiens, ils sont là, mes chaussettes que je cherchais.
Maybe one of the neighbors took
Allez,
notice.
je vais vider l'armoire après.
Tu me fais rire, ça bouge pas d'ici. Hein.
Je te mets là-dessous, je te mets là-dedans les livres de Batman, d'accord?
Ouais. Mets-les dans le placard, clairement.
Là,
les-
comme ça, regarde.
Oui. Bon, très cher collègue, il peut se sentir. Merci. Nathan, t'es là?
Explique, c'est quoi ça? Pansement adhésif.
C'est quand j'ai le genou, ça, je crois.
On arrange. Je pense que tu vas le mettre pour le boulot, celui-là, demain.
Ouais.
Et dans le sac?
Non, mets-le pas dans le sac, ça sert à rien de le mettre dans le sac, je vais le mettre demain matin.
Ça, c'est assassin. Je vais te chercher, j'ai un classeur à la maison pour ranger tout ça. Le fut.
Attends, c'est pas fini ici. Hein?
Ça déborde. Encore des médocs.
C'est bien.
Jette, hein. Ils sont plus bons depuis 2015.
Jette-les.
C'est quelle taille ça? Pantalon de chasse, c'est?
Ouais.
What do you want?
LAPD. We're making some inquiries.
Make it quick. I work nights.
So you weren't home last night?
No, I was at work.
You know nothing about Mrs. Maldonado fighting with her husband?
Those two? They're always screaming the place down.
Thanks.
T'as le pull militaire à la maison. Tu veux pas aller mercredi à Cash demain?
Non.
Tu veux faire quoi? Est-ce que tu dois aller chercher quelque chose?
Non, me faire rembourser. Un truc que je dois me faire rembourser.
Donc après tu viens directement chez nous?
Ouais.
Les casquettes avec les casquettes je vais mettre. Ça c'est d'été, je le mets bien là.
Sorry about that. I'm playing with my kids. LAPD. Were you here last night?
Yeah.
Mon casque.
My wife
Ça
and I
c'est
are
mon casque de
separated,
play.
and I had the kids last night. I put them to bed early and went to bed myself.
Thanks.
Il faut une chaise.
Hello.
LAPD, ma'am. Did you hear a disturbance last night?
Yes. Yes, I did. Mrs. Maldonado lit out of here and her husband ran out after her.
You saw this, miss?
Je vais mettre le lyonnais, tiens, demain. Je vais mettre le lyonnais demain.
Did you see Mr. Maldonado come back inside after he ran out?
No. I didn't.
Thanks. We'll be in touch.
The hired help in El Dorado might have seen the crowd the night she died. Maybe the regulars too.
Elle fonctionne la porte là-bas?
No good. Nobody here.
Tu prendras ta PS4 demain, comme ça tu te mets à la maison.
Ouais.
Tiens, cendrier.
C'est bon. 304. Je suis en 304. 304. Je suis en 304 à prendre après.
Tu te vas ou je le jette?
Mais va celui-là. Champ 304. Champ 304. Champ 200. Ah non, ça c'est un souvenir d'autre en là-haut. Alors, question que je l'ai.
Tu jettes pas, mais je le trie.
Champ 304.
T'as un tabouret par là?
Non.
Là j'ai trouvé mon leggings là.
3.
Sur la fesse.
Champ 304, c'est celle-là. Qu'est-ce qu'elle a? J'ai tout fouillé là. Bon. Écoutez, on va aller là directement. Bah c'est fait.
KGPL, 11 King, over.
11K, Captain Donnelly and Detective Sergeant Finis Brown urgently request presence at Central. A new letter has been found.
11K, en route.
Another letter? I thought the letter was from a nut.
These letters. Shut. Great. We'll need to come back later, Phelps. Maybe somebody here saw Antonia the night she died.
Je monte. T'as une piste là.
Ouais, je sais, laisse.
Un jean, là. Il te va celui-là?
J'en sais rien. Bon, il y en a. Putain.
2 XL.
Oui. Oh, on est à côté, ça. Caméra.
What can I get you?
LAPD, Detectives Phelps and Galloway.
Diego Aguilar. How can I help?
You worked the bar last night?
Yeah. Me and a temp guy from the agency.
Did you have a woman in here last night? 21 years old, Hispanic, drinking heavily?
We have a lot of ladies like that in here. But yeah, I know who you mean. Antonia Maldonado. Oh, what did she do?
She was murdered last night.
Oh, shit.
Do you know her well? Was she a regular?
Hell no. She was good and tight last night, complaining about her old man. It's a story you get used to working in a bar. She was so hammered last night, she left a letter on the bar. I'll show you.
Oh, waitress, have another spoon? You want a tip? Refill my coffee next time, honey.
Divorce papers. Did you open them?
No need to. She was shouting about it and waving the letter around. Said she was going to show him.
Merde.
Brave le carton. Oh, vas-y, sors-le et mets-le là.
Can you remember what jewelry she was wearing?
She had a necklace. Some kind
Ça,
of
c'est
religious thing, I
figurine.
think. The temp guy would have more of an idea. She took the beer he served her and cried into it all night.
What time did she leave?
Can't say for sure.
Did she leave with anyone?
No. She wanted a cab, but my payphone ain't working, so I couldn't call her one.
Ça rentrera pas avec ça.
Tu le laisses à part?
Did Antonia say where she was going when she left?
She said she was gonna serve the papers on the husband. Said that would take the smile off his face.
Ouais.
If you ask me, she was scared.
Non, non, faut pas le jeter en fait. Si je le vendre à cash au moins.
So you let a 21-year-old girl who was stone drunk just walk off into the night?
I'm sorry about what happened, I really am. But I poured drinks. I don't claim to have the answers to everyone's problems.
Voilà.
Je mettrai après.
Why are you stalling us, Aguilar? You're making yourself a suspect.
All I tried to do was help. And you come in here into my bar and you start asking me these questions.
What's your shoe size?
What? I take a broad 9, wide feet.
J'ai dit à mon père, tu me parles plus, toi.
Qui?
Where's that goddamn waitress?
Qui ça?
Mon père?
Pourquoi?
Parce que, arrête. Il défend sans arrêt Valentin et j'ai dit, oh Valentin,
Sam
arrête
is
de
taking
travailler
me to
tous
Palm
les
Springs for the
Non,
weekend.
quoi, c'est pas une maladie, t'es schizophrène ou quoi? Il m'a dit ce que ça veut dire schizophrène, j'ai dit, t'es fou.
Il a dit quoi?
Il a dit, pourquoi tu traites de fou ton frère? Parce que toutes les 2 minutes en train de se laver les mains, il va faire la vaisselle, il va se relaver les mains, il va au shot, il va se laver les mains, il se lave les dents, il se lave 2 fois les mains. C'est grave là. Je suis pas plus ça.
Sir, do you work here?
Sorry, pal, just making deliveries.
From where?
Just Pig Fruit Market across the street.
Fruit market delivers here?
Yeah, sure does. Mex is level and sliced with their tequila.
We found a crate a lot like the ones you're wheeling there, except it was filled with booze. You know anything about that?
What? No, we deliver all over the place, officer. Now tell him where the boxes end up. Excuse me, I have to get out of this.
Fine, thanks.
Je sais pas si tu veux l'emmener là chez nous, celui-là.
Just picked fruit market. How many slices of lemon does this place go through?
Ça, c'est un souvenir, tu m'as dit. Je le laisse là-dedans.
Attends, j'ai pas vérifié la mienne. C'est quoi comme kawaii ça? Ah ouais, kawaii.
You ought to meet Joe's buddy. He's nice. Really.
T'as du sac de couchage.
Non, tu peux ça vient du sac d'airsoft.
Tu peux je le mettre là-bas avec l'autre?
Ouais, s'il te plaît. Ah, c'est fait. On va faire ça à côté.
Non, ça dit mieux.
Bah, c'est normal, j'ai le mieux fait. Je vais le changer ce placard, de toute façon, il est tout foutu.
Pourquoi tu fais pas une... Tu mets des baguettes, tu mets des trucs là,
C'est ce que je vais faire.
avec des étagères,
Mais plus tard.
pour avoir les sous.
Ouais. J'attends de finir mes crédits et tout.
Il te reste quoi maintenant?
Bah, j'attends, c'est tout.
Et après, tu vas te payer là? Après, t'as le Star Wars.
Le Star Wars, c'est déjà payé hein, depuis un moment.
C'est fini?
Bah oui.
Je sais pas ce qu'il reste.
Allez, bouge-toi, putain. Il faut aller plus vite là, mon gars. Ouais, un petit peu comme ça, hop, ça c'est fait. Ça j'y garde. Pour le boulot, je m'en fous. Je garde l'essentiel pour le boulot et les neufs, je les garde juste pour le week-end, les neufs.
Celui-là surtout pas.
Non.
Le 17, il arrive le colis.
The captain is waiting for you downstairs with
Et
Pinker.
oui, t'as le capuche, on laisse pour la maison celui-là?
J'en sais rien, regarde. Il est sûrement avec quelqu'un.
Boys, come on in. Phelps. Have you met Dennis Brown?
Nice to meet you, sir. This information is confidential and doesn't leave this room.
The new letter was left in the back seat of the cab. The driver thinks it was put through the window and not left by a customer.
Ouais.
We're checking all the spares back 24 hours regardless.
Good.
Tu me l'as offert, tu crois que je les garde pour le week-end là, c'est
Headlines and type from the Times and Examiner, then glued to an envelope.
What is the other note?
C'est toi qui me l'avais offert.
This one? That's also new. A poem, hand typed.
Do you mind if I take a look?
Go ahead. We've been over both documents pretty carefully. They've been wiped with gasoline, so there's no chance of prints.
Oui.
That's the message from the Celine Henry case.
Trop marrant celui-là. On a bien des militaires donc là.
Je sais que ça. C'est normal, je suis chasseur aussi. Hein. Faut comprendre. Vous aussi, c'est à mon père. Ça, tu peux le redonner à mon père, s'il te plaît? Parce que c'est mélangé avec mon père et le mien. Ça, c'est à moi.
Ah, c'est celui-là que je t'avais lavé.
Ça, c'est à moi qui revient de Paris. Qu'on a la Walt Disney avec Rudy en plus.
Ah, celui-là. Il va aller à la maison, celui-là.
Que dalle, il reste ici. Bah, attends, après, j'ai rien à m'habiller, moi. Oh.
Je le mets en hauteur.
Ouais. Hein? Ouais, celui-là, il faut que je l'accroche sur un cadre.
Keep upon thy soul by virtue of this curse.
Celui-là, il faut que je prenne un cadre comme ça, comme lui, et je l'accroche quelque part où je le mets là. Je le mettrai là. Pour... Non, ce matin, je suis arrivé.
That's why we called you in.
You think it's original?
Not unless he's a genius.
You like this nut job's poem?
No, I like Shelley. It was written at least 100 years ago.
Shelley? Sure, I knew that.
You see, Finnis? I told you this lad was a bright boy.
Sure, but what has it got to do with the case?
Prometheus Unbound. Prometheus was a titan, a superhuman character who defied the gods to bring fire to humanity.
The Dahlia guy believes he's Superman.
Your guess is as good as mine. One thing for sure is that he's educated. What about the link to the Henry case?
He could have got the wording from the papers. As you said, he is fiendishly clever and takes pleasure in tumbles. What's happening with the Maldonado?
We have the husband in custody. We haven't interviewed him yet.
Well, upstairs then, lads, and see if we can break him.
Celui-là, c'est moi qui te l'ai acheté.
That's the cop from the newspapers.
Improved your attitude, Angel?
What do you want me to say? I was with Antonia the night she died, but she left the apartment. That was the last time I saw her.
So your wife paid you a visit last night. What time was that?
Late, around midnight, maybe? She didn't stay long.
What time did she leave?
Maybe 1 o'clock.
You and your wife weren't getting along. She was divorcing you.
Pour
Is
l'été,
that why
ça.
you killed her?
We fought, yeah, but we weren't getting a divorce.
Voilà. Celui-là.
You didn't want anyone else to have it. You didn't like the idea of other men fucking your wife. Them slipping it to her. The idea that she might like it.
Easy there, Angel boy. Ease it back a notch.
When we found your wife, her jewelry had been removed. Was she wearing her religious medallion last night?
Sure. She always wore them.
Alors...
What about the charm bracelet? Was she wearing that?
You know about that? She never wore it. She didn't like the message. She kept it locked up in that box of hers.
Your wife has been brutally murdered. So how do you explain your shirt being covered in
Eh
blood?
oh, ça c'est mon coca.
J'en prends un peu, c'est
I cut myself shaving.
We're typing the blood angel.
Eh, pique mon coca alors.
God is my witness. I didn't kill her.
Je te crois que je suis avec qui d'autre?
Hein?
Keep it to yourself, kid.
Tu crois que je suis avec qui d'autre? À part Rudy.
Mais non, pour le coca.
Oh. Bon, laisse mon coca tranquille.
My wife's murder seriously?
J'aime bien celui-là, moi.
Oh, que dalle. Je suis en train de faire une vidéo, s'il te plaît.
Comment elle va, Marie?
Comment elle va, Topo?
Hein?
Pourquoi toi?
I put him down with my sack.
Sa meuf?
Alors, on va voir ça. Non, pas là. Bon, ben il est où le mec? Il est là, peut-être? Non. Le mec est pas là, bon.
Oh, il est drôle, lui, celui-là.
Bon, attends, il faut aller à la pastèque. La pastèque, la pastèque, la pastèque. La pastèque, la pastèque. Ah, c'est ouvert enfin, c'est pas photo.
Jessie!
Pas touche à mes coussins en taille. Non, non, non. Tu le ranges dans le placard, à sa place.
Are you working Friday night?
Pourquoi il veut que je sois là en fait, ce mec? Peut-être là. Pourquoi il veut que je sois là, le mec? Ah, il me reste que ça. Chérie, pourquoi il veut que je vienne là? Je comprends pas pourquoi il veut que je vienne là, en fait.
Tiens. Oh.
Ouais.
Sir, I'm the... Wait. You look familiar.
Hey, from the bar, right? What brings you here?
LAPD. Detective Phelps and Galloway.
Clem Feeney. What can I do for you?
Did you happen to see a young woman last night? 21 years old, Hispanic?
Sure, she came by last night. Why do you ask?
The young lady arrived around midnight?
Yeah, something like that. Used the phone for a cab and then left.
She looked like she was having a good night to you?
Hard to tell. Might have just been the booze that was making her seem maudlin.
Where did she go from here?
She wanted a cab, but I couldn't get her one. I was about to offer the driver, but a car pulled up and she got into that.
Something bad happened to her, Glenn. And so far we have her husband as a suspect, and you. Give us something that will make us go away.
Me? You think it was me? Do I look like a violent man?
Do you mind if we look around?
Why would you want to do that?
Because.
C'est quoi celui-là?
I guess you can.
C'est marqué?
Don't you have to get a court order or something? I have rights.
Y'a pas de charte, y'a pas rugby ou dans le genre là?
Est-ce que tu gardes?
Pour la pêche, ça ira bien pour la pêche.
On y va quand en fait?
J'irai un peu avec Fred. Hein.
Parce que Léa m'a dit on va quand à pêche, maman?
Je vais voir.
Et elle m'a dit j'ai pas de canne à pêche. Et l'ouverture elle est bientôt?
Ouais.
No wonder he stays open late at night.
Tiens, le bonnet
We'll have to get their vitamins.
Ah oui, bah voilà.
Check through this stuff before we get back out.
Oui.
Hein?
Tant mieux, tu me l'as retourné.
Les slips, je te les mets en bas ou en haut?
On a des preuves.
Hein? Je les laisse ça ici?
Ouais.
Les jeans là.
Excuse me.
Il va pas aller, il va pas sur. On voit un peu plus clair, hein? Survêtement Nike.
Why cut someone who was already dead?
It's a typical power thing. Once
Ah,
the
ça,
sniffer's
faut que
dead,
j'y revende.
the usually feels they can do whatever they
Ouais.
like.
Je donnerai à mon petit voisin qui est à côté s'il fait du rugby. Je vais dire tiens, je te le donne. Tu te protèges la tête.
Il est passé où la casquette Monster Gamer?
J'en sais rien.
Alors moi j'ai tout fouillé, il est pas. Hein.
So what are we hiding in here? This thing needs a combination.
Alors d'abord c'est
Ils sont tous morts.
1. Non. 1. Laisse-moi ça. Là c'est 3. Si je me souviens bien. Laisse-moi ça. Là, et ça c'est 4. Non. Alors c'est 3 là. Alors allez, on va retirer. Voilà. Quoi? Bon, c'est pas grave, mais là, pour être. Ouais.
Celui-là aussi?
Ouais.
Ah, il recherchait son bonnet, il est retombé.
This fruit skull punk gets about 10 seconds to explain before he pulls his fucking arm out.
Clem!
On se demandait pourquoi il pensait comme ça.
Hey, il m'a encore monté ce gars-là.
God damn it, get after him, Cole. I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
Dégagez de là.
We should have grabbed him when we had the chance, Gulps.
When we had the chance, we didn't know he was our guy.
Non,
don't go to sleep on me. Get me back in close.
Strange that he'd leave a trail of blood right back to his own mark.
Maybe he wanted to be caught. A lot of them do.
Ça, c'est gâché. Non, pas encore.
It's almost too perfect, isn't it?
There's no such thing as too perfect.
I'll try to shoot out his tires. Wish me luck.
De quoi? Non. On va s'en foutre, genre, on va vendre 2 ou 3 tunes.
Hit it! Clean this asshole off the road.
Allez.
Show me your hands.
Et tu veux le mettre pour dormir celui-là?
Non.
You're a sick man, Clem. You need help.
Now, lads, what am I to do with you? Give you a murder. A case any homicide man would be happy with. An affront to our way of life in our California dream, and the chance to deliver some retribution. Are you not believers, lads? Homicide men are the right hand of God. You need to back out of here slowly and take a long, hard look at yourselves and your methods.
Ouais.
Ask yourself what you are prepared to do to put these creatures behind bars. It's the streets for the two of you until I can find some forgiveness for the foppish behavior you've been exhibiting.
C'est bon, t'as fond.
Ça, je vais mettre dessous. Ça, surveille.
Sarge, why are the guys giving it to the doggy? They're riding in trucks, numbskull, while you're marching.
They look pretty badly beat up.
Yeah, they do at that. Scuttlebutt says it's pretty hard going down south.
We'll find out soon enough. Recon always leads. How can we fail, Skip, with the Shadow leading the show? Who the fuck is the Shadow? Lieutenant Phelps, the Shadow of Death.
What the fuck are you talking about?
He's a quiet fucker, Sarge. Never hear the bastard coming. Sitting there, field stripping a cigarette, and suddenly he's there looking down on you.
Why do you think we keep saluting that Jap-loving son of a bitch?
Bad
juju. That's enough out of you three. Bad juju? Where were you dragged up? A swamp?
Bon mes amis, je vous dis à cette prochaine vidéo, ciao tout le monde.